At the same time, financial planning, consumer protection, rights and responsibilities took center stage at the 8th Annual Financial Literacy Speech Competition finals held in Johannesburg this week. The grade 11 learners from across the country participated in this competition, championed by the Financial Sector Conduct Authority with the aim of allowing South African youth to showcase their financial knowledge and public speaking abilities. The FSCA's Unathi Kamlana speaks to us about this. Thank you so much for your time, Unathi. What a wonderful initiative. Briefly give us an overview of the outcomes.
Thank you very much for having us. So this has been 8 years running now, and we are partnering with all the provincial departments of education because it's quite clear in terms of our strategy that we need to be working with the learners as early as possible and to empower them to understand financial literacy in a very practical way, in things that make sense for them, whether it is starting a business or how they interact with advisors and so on. And of course, in this instance, the current context where their parents are accessing 30,000 Rand from their pension funds, for them to be able to actually contribute meaningfully in giving them advice. So all of this is our contribution to the part of our mandate, which is providing financial education programs, and it is building actually on what we were doing just last month when we launched our very first financial education summit with the sector. It was a resounding success. It started in Gauteng with 150 pupils. It's now 5,500 pupils who are participating. We had focused initially on commercial streams, but we have now extended to broader than just commercial stream subjects, so that many more learners can be exposed to this work. And we're working quite closely, as I've said, with provincial departments of education.
Absolutely encouraging, and I want us to go back to the core of what necessitates an engagement such as this one. It's all encompassing, but it speaks directly to the need in South Africa for that literacy to basically happen at STEM level.
No, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that we announced today was a pilot that we have just started at grade R. And also we got to learn that the Department of Basic Education themselves are wanting to integrate financial literacy in terms of their own curriculum, because this is the lifeblood of a young person in the 21st century, understanding how to start a business, how to run a business, how to run their own personal finances, and of course, how to make a contribution in the home as well, in managing finances. So we see this as a very practical way of delivering on a part of our mandate, which talks to improving financial levels of financial literacy in the country. And of course, those talk to other aspects, of course, of public policy, including financial inclusion, access, and so on. So it's really quite well integrated to the work that we're doing ourselves, but also with others in government.
As a parting shot, the next cohort that you will be taking in, what should learners in South Africa be watching out for in terms of preparedness and taking part in this initiative?
Yes, so now we have broadened this to not focus only on the commercial streams of subjects. We have broadened it to other streams of subjects as well at high school. It will still be grade 11, although we want to start to work as early as grade R going forward, but of course in a way that's not disruptive, in a way that makes sense for those kind of classes. But the point is that we need to start as early as possible so that we give ourselves enough time to assess what is working, to make the changes. But it's quite clear that financial literacy is at the center of what a pupil in high school, in a schooling system, needs to understand and appreciate by the time they finish school in grade 12.